Hey guys, Pat Divilly here. I hope you're staying well and safe amidst everything that's been happening these last couple of weeks. I'm teaming up today again with Griffith College to share some simple ideas around setting goals in times of crisis. So again, we're dealing with unprecedented times. Everything has been thrown up in the air and it feels like things are changing on a daily and weekly basis. We have no idea what's coming next. And so the traditional idea of goal setting is about having a vision in the future that we're working towards that gives us a bit of focus, gives us something to be inspired by, gives us something to, I suppose, lead to productivity and kind of knowing what we want to do on a daily basis to move us forward. Things get switched up in the kind of climate that we're in right now. So one of the human needs that we all have is the need for certainty. We like to have routines. We like to have a bit of structure to our week. We like to know what's coming next. We've got our habits. We've got certain activities or environments that we spend time. And all of those things have been thrown up in the air right now. We're socially isolating. We're not being able to get out to the gym or to do the things that we usually do. Everything has changed. Working from home, just a complete change of routine. And what that's done is it's taken away a huge level of certainty. Certainty is one of the human needs, and it's thrown a lot of uncertainty into our lives. So with that in mind, rather than thinking about goal setting in a sense of where do I want to be in a month or 2 months or 3 months, for me, I'm thinking about goal setting on a weekly and daily basis. When your structure gets thrown out the window, it can be overwhelming, it can be a little bit stressful, and it can be a struggle. And so with that in mind, what I'm trying to do for myself and encouraging people around me to do that ask is to plan my week and plan my day and really focus on the small wins. Because I know that as things change, I might not know where I'm going to be in a couple of months, but I do know that if I take daily steps for myself and I plan my week on a week-to-week basis, I can achieve some good things in this time. There's a lot of people talking about taking up new courses and taking up new hobbies and learning instruments and all this kind of stuff. And I would say go easy, go gentle, and don't be putting pressure on yourself to do a huge amount of new things just because it feels like everyone else is doing it. Be honest with yourself about if there are goals and things that you've wanted to pursue that you have a little bit of extra time for now. But more than anything, plan your week and plan your day. The way I plan my week is really simple. I'll sit down on a Sunday, spend about 30 minutes looking at my calendar and putting things in there that are important to me. The first question I ask myself is what needs to happen in the next 7 days for me to feel like it was a productive week? And I'll just answer that question. I might say I get 3 workouts, I do a little bit of study, I record a couple of podcasts in my case, but you'll have different things that you want to put in your life over the course of 7 days to feel like it was a productive week. Oftentimes we're shooting for productivity, but we've no idea what productivity looks like because we don't define it for ourselves. And the problem with that is we can have a productive Monday and Tuesday and get a lot done, but keep raising the bar and keep raising the expectation on ourselves. And so we never feel like we've done enough. By setting this out on a Sunday, I give myself guidelines. So that's the first thing I'll do on a Sunday. Other questions I might ask is what worked really well in the past week? And then I'll consider where did I fall off or where did I struggle in the past week? And how can I learn from that? So again, I'm taking lessons every week. What worked well? Where did I struggle? How can I adapt this week to make it a more productive and useful week, whatever that means for me? Then coming down to the daily practices, I'm keeping it really simple myself, but there's a couple of things that I'm focused on. Every morning I answer 2 questions. The 2 questions are what are 3 things I'm grateful for? That puts me in a headspace of appreciation rather than expectation. So again, life has been thrown upside down for us all. It's challenging, it's difficult, but we've all got things in our life that we can be appreciative of, and that's going to put us in a better headspace. So I answer that question first thing in the morning. What 3 things am I grateful for today? And the second question I ask myself in the morning is what are my top 3 priorities for today? Again, we have to-do lists sometimes that are really long. Rather than having a really long to-do list that's hard to get through, I focus on what 3 things would move me forward. So maybe I say today I'm going to do a training session, I'm going to catch up with some friends on Zoom, and I'm going to study a course for 2 hours. That might be my priorities for the day. So again, it's giving me a bit of focus in the short term, and if I do that on a consistent basis, I move toward my long-term goals. In the evening, I'll ask myself 2 other questions, and the 2 questions I ask myself are, what did I learn today, or how did I grow? And the second question I'll ask is, who did I positively impact? So how did I grow or what did I learn? And then who did I positively impact? What these 2 questions do is bring about growth and contribution. I get to acknowledge where I'm growing as a person and I get to see where I've contributed to someone else. We're all in this together and getting out there and helping people whatever way you can, whether it's just catching up with a friend you haven't seen in a while in Zoom, will give you a sense of purpose and a sense of fulfillment. So again, short-term planning, think about your week. What do you want to achieve in the next 7 days? What did you learn from the week that's just passed in terms of what worked or what didn't work? And then on a daily basis, a couple of questions in the morning. What am I grateful for? and what are my priorities? And then in the evening, how did I grow, or what did I learn today, and who did I positively impact? I hope this proves useful. If you do this on a consistent basis, it leads to big changes over time. It's all about the small wins and staying consistent with it. Stay safe and stay well, and I'll speak to you soon.